For a long time, we were told renting is wasting money. Buying is the only way to build wealth. And if you don't own, you're behind. And for a lot of Black families, homeownership means more than a house. It means safety, stability, and finally having something in your name. But here's the truth. If buying leaves you broke, stressed, and one repair away from panic, that's not wealth. And if renting gives you room to save, invest, and breathe, that's not failure. That's strategy. So let's do the real math.
Let's be real. This is not just a housing question. This is a dignity question for a lot of people. A lot of Black adults grew up watching rent go up, landlords act funny, neighborhoods change, and families get moved around by money they didn't control. So when somebody says, maybe renting is smarter right now, it can sound almost disrespectful, like they're telling you to give up on ownership. But that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying ownership is powerful when it helps your life, not when it crushes it. Because we have to stop acting like every home purchase is automatically a wealth move.
Some home purchases build equity. Some home purchases build stress. Some home purchases build pride. Some home purchases build debt, repairs, property taxes, insurance headaches, and a monthly payment so high you can't invest, can't travel, can't help your kids, can't rest, and can't breathe. That's not a blessing just because it came with keys. And I need people to hear this clearly. Buying a house too early, too stretched, or too emotionally can slow your wealth down. That doesn't make you weak. That makes the math real.
Part 2. Why buying feels so much harder now.
A lot changed in the last few years. Home prices jumped hard. Mortgage rates jumped too. Insurance got more expensive. Property taxes didn't magically stay low. Maintenance costs didn't disappear either. So now a lot of people are looking at the same house their cousin bought a few years ago and realizing, wait, this monthly payment is not even in the same universe. That's why so many people feel confused, because older advice was built for a different market. Back then, the gap between renting and owning wasn't always this brutal. But now, in a lot of places, the monthly cost to own is way higher than the monthly cost to rent something similar.
And that changes the whole conversation. Because if owning costs you hundreds more every month, or even over 1,000 more every month, that difference matters. That difference is not just a little more. That difference could be investing money, paying off debt, building an emergency fund, saving for your child, taking care of your health, staying out of survival mode. So yes, homeownership still matters, but affordability matters too. And too many people are being shamed into buying before they're financially ready.
Part 3. Renting is not throwing money away if it's buying you time, flexibility, and peace. Let's kill this phrase once and for all. Renting is throwing money away. No, it's not. You know what else is gone every month? Groceries, lights, gas, insurance, internet, your phone bill. Not every expense has to build equity to still serve a purpose. Rent buys you shelter. Rent buys you flexibility. Rent buys you less surprise costs. Rent can buy you time to get your finances together. And sometimes time is exactly what a person needs. If you are rebuilding your credit, paying off high-interest debt, trying to stabilize your income, unsure what city you'll be in, trying to save a down payment, trying to build an emergency fund, then renting may not be a setback. It may be the smartest move you can make. Because the worst thing you can do is rush into buying just so you can say you own, then spend the next 3 years feeling trapped. That's not freedom. That's a mortgage-shaped panic attack. Renting is only a bad move if you use the lower cost to do nothing. If you rent and still waste the difference, still don't save, still don't invest, still don't clean up your finances, then yes, you're missing the opportunity. But if you rent and use that breathing room on purpose, that can absolutely help build wealth.
Part 4. Buying is not just a monthly payment. It's a whole lifestyle bill. This is what catches people. They think homeownership means, can I make the mortgage payment?
That's too small of a question. The real question is, can I afford the whole house? Because the mortgage is just the beginning. There's also property taxes, homeowners insurance, repairs, maintenance, HOA fees sometimes, appliances dying at the rudest possible moment, plumbing issues, roof issues, yard work, surprise costs that do not care what your plans were. When you rent and the water heater dies, you make a phone call. When you own and the water heater dies, you make a payment. That's different.
And if your budget is already tight, those little homeowner surprises can turn into major setbacks fast. That's why some people become what I call house rich and life poor. They got the house, but now they can't travel, they can't invest, they can't help their kids much, they can't rest, they can't pivot careers, they can't move easily, they can't even enjoy the thing they worked so hard to buy. That is not the dream. The dream is not just getting approved. The dream is being able to own without drowning.
Part 5. When buying does make sense. Now, let me be balanced. I am not anti-homeownership at all. In the right situation, buying can be beautiful. Buying can make sense when you plan to stay put for several years. Your monthly payment is manageable. You have a real emergency fund. Your debt is under control. Your income is stable. You are not draining every dollar just to close. You actually want the responsibility of owning. That last part matters too. Some people want the keys more than the responsibility. That's dangerous.
Buying usually makes the most sense when you have enough stability that the home becomes a tool, not a burden. A house can help you build equity. A house can create stability for your children. A house can protect you from endless rent increases over time. A house can become something you pass down. But only if you buy it in a way that still leaves room for the rest of your life. You still need margin. You still need savings. You still need investing. You still need flexibility. A house should be part of your wealth plan. It should not become your entire financial personality.
Part 6. The real question is not rent or buy. It's what puts me in a stronger position over the next 5 to 10 years. That answer is not the same for everybody. For some people, it's buying. For some people, it's renting and investing the difference. For some people, it's renting for 2 more years, cleaning up debt, building cash, and then buying from a stronger position.
For some people, it's moving to a more affordable area before buying. For some people, it's realizing they want ownership, just not in this exact zip code at this exact time. That is not failure. That is wisdom. See, wealth is not built by making emotional decisions to impress people. Wealth is built by putting yourself in strong positions again and again. If buying makes you stronger, buy. If renting keeps you stronger for now, rent. But make the decision from numbers and peace, not pressure and shame. Here's the plain English version. If buying costs way more than renting each month, ask yourself, what am I giving up to own right now? Would that extra money have gone toward investing, debt payoff, savings, retirement, childcare help, business goals, peace of mind? If yes, then you need to take that seriously, because the opportunity cost is real. A lot of people only count what buying gives them. They do not count what buying takes away. That's a mistake.
If you buy and all your extra cash goes into the house may be growing some equity, but your other financial goals may be standing still. On the other hand, if you rent for less and invest the difference with discipline, over time you might build serious wealth too. That's the part people miss. Homeownership is not the only path to wealth. It is one path. A powerful path, yes, but not the only one.